I had started making six figures in my business, which felt like a really awesome accomplishment. And at the same time, I was going like, I don't really want to keep building this business. Like I, I don't want to just keep doing more of this. And so I knew I wanted to start this other thing that like really mattered to my heart, another offshoot of the business. But it really felt like it was in my mind. It was like looping in my mind, and I didn't know which action steps to take. So I would say in general, I felt like this kind of irritable and this gnawing sense of like this thing wants to happen, but we don't know how to do it. My mind would not stop thinking about this thing that it wanted to create. And so it was affecting my sleep. It like I didn't feel as engaged with the work that I was doing because this other thing was like, hey me, hey me, hey me. At this point, it was affecting my relationship because I was talking about it all the time.
What did you get from being in the alchemical business intensive?
I feel like I have this library of resources that um, feels just incredibly helpful. Like the PDF, the gorgeous PDFs from the actual like lectures and classes that are on, like hiring a team member or like yeah, like your marketing, like the steps you want to be considering from someone seeing something to purchasing something. I feel like in each of those, I I implemented and did like a first round, but because my business is so new, it feels so helpful to just know that like when I hit next level, like I really have the support and the teachings to be able to go back and look at in a really organized way. And the intensive came with all these guides that were written about like starting a podcast or like sample contracts or like what to ask someone who might join your team, things that when I get to in my business, it's like it's right there. I don't have to research that. Every single one of those would have taken me like a couple hours of research to do on my own, and then I wouldn't have even done it as good. That's one of the biggest ones for me, just this like library. And another one that actually kind of caught me off guard that I didn't think I was necessarily looking for was the like camaraderie and sisterhood. I didn't think that mattered so much. I mean, I know that sisterhood matters. I didn't think that this program would be a place that gave me that nutrient, but it's actually in some of those like just trade calls or like, oh, let's hop on a 15-minute call and I can help you with something. Some of those calls moved huge things in my life. Like one moved a big mindset thing from a woman who in my program who's a mindset coach. Another one does something called spatial alchemy, and she helped me redo my entire office, which drastically changed a lot of things in my business. So those. Oh, and then for me, I had one-on-one calls with Sam, with you, through my whole intensive, and those were really helpful for me because it was just like someone who knew me well and who knew my business. And so sometimes we'd be working on something really pragmatic, like looking at my website and changing some languaging. But other times, like I would just be totally stuck in a rut. And it was like someone who had perspective that was able to give me that perspective, which I was lacking for myself in the moment. And that was like really helpful again and again. Hearing other people's questions on the Q&A calls, like I would show up to calls even if I didn't think I had any questions, sometimes I had tons and sometimes I didn't, but like I got as much out of the calls where I didn't have questions as the ones that I did.
Yeah, that's something I hear time and again. That's so good.